This is Monster Mash!
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Whenever I saw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the first time, I thought the movie was real. Okay? They sold it to you like this shit really happened. And then I found out later on that it wasn't, like, again, most people, found out that the movie was basically based on Ed Gein and making furniture out of skeleton bones and all this shit, Also, not to mention the inspiration for a lot of other horror films. The movie starts off and it's got this, like, really long speech where they basically sell the fact to you that all this macabre and horrible dark shit that you're about to see really happened and it's true and it's real. So being 5 years old watching that movie, I don't know what my parents were thinking, but I guess they thought it was funny that I was scared of it. I don't know, but I watched it, and I'm sitting there thinking it's real, but the way that the intro starts, like with that crawl, it's like a Star Wars crawl almost, except for a Texas Chainsaw Massacre style. It's really dreary and dark sounding, and the dude's voice is really dry, and he's basically saying like all the shit that you're about to see is real, and it just kicks off the movie like that. The movie's kind of takes off really slow, but once like the shit's happening, like the shit is happening, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't stop and take a break, so the movie starts off, you got these kids, okay, and they pick up a hitchhiker guy, which is one of my favorite characters in horror movies ever, he's awesome. He's just really crazy, I love it. He gets into the van with them and they offer to bring him home, and then all of a sudden he like takes a picture, he starts taking pictures of everybody, and like then he like tries to sell the pictures to the people and they don't want to buy them, so he gets really pissed off. He burns their pictures, you know what I'm saying, and takes like a switchblade and like cuts Franklin's arm, the crippled guy in the wheelchair. He cuts his arm, They kick him out of the van. He writes some really creepy like gibberish on the side of the van, and then they take off, like as they're taking off, They stop at Franklin and Sally's grandparents' farm or something like that. They're talking about going swimming or something, they're just hanging out. Okay, so two of the kids wander off. They're like boyfriend and girlfriend, and they come upon this house. The guy goes inside first, okay? He walks in. It's like this run-down looking old house, and he hasn't seen anybody. And he walks in there, and he's like, he walks up this ramp kind of like that goes into this room, and it's got this giant steel door. All of a sudden he like trips. Leatherface, the killer of the film, or one of them, he's like this huge lurking guy with a sledgehammer, and he just rains down the sledgehammer on this dude's head. The guy's convulsing because of his nerves, he's got hit in the head super hard, so he's like going crazy on the ground. Leatherface pulls him in, and then he pulls the door shut, and there's just like, dun. I don't know, you'd have to see it, it's great. Okay, so the girl walks in there and sees all the bones and all this shit everywhere. Like there's literally like chairs and stuff made out of bones. It's really, really twisted. And she starts like freaking out. Runs out of the house, and Leatherface like grabs her. He like runs up behind her and grabs her and brings her back in there. Hangs her on a hook. It was, oh my god, really intense. And there's not that much chainsaw action as you would think there would be, but towards the end there's a really great chase scene with a lot of chainsaw, so I don't want to really ruin the movie too much for you guys. Scott 86, you have to check this out if you love horror films. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974 version. Definitely one of the most realistic films of all time. The movie inspired so many films. If you're looking for a morbid, macabre, good time, then check out the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Monster Mash.
Oh, let's get him.